On Wednesday, we had another round of the Republican primary debate, and we are down to 4. And the big news, other than the fact that this entire thing is completely pointless because Donald Trump is going to take the nomination for the Republican Party, was the fact that the spotlight was on Vivek Ramaswamy, the only guy up there who was saying anything that was worthwhile or truthful. And this may have been one of his greatest moments, where he is going to speak truth to the Great Replacement Theory, 9/11, and January 6th.
With all three of my other colleagues on this debate stage, is all three of them have been licking Donald Trump's boots for years for money and endorsements. Ron DeSantis, you've been a great governor, but you would have never been one without actually begging Donald Trump for that endorsement.
And you attacked him in your book a year ago.
Same thing with Chris Christie as a lobbyist, begging them for COVID money for his special interests in New Jersey, prepping him for the debates last time around. These people are now Monday morning quarterbacking some decision he made. I think the real enemy is not Donald Trump. It's not even Joe Biden. It is the deep state that at least Donald Trump attempted to take on. And if you want somebody who's going to speak truth to power, then vote for somebody who's going to speak the truth to you. Why am I the only person on the stage, at least, who can say that January 6th now does look like it was an inside job? That the government lied to us for 20 years about Saudi Arabia's involvement in 9/11? That the Great Replacement Theory is not some grand right-wing conspiracy theory, but a basic statement of the Democratic Party's platform. That the 2020 election was indeed stolen by big tech. That the 2016 election, the one that Trump won for sure, was also one that was stolen from him by the national security establishment that actually put up the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that they knew was false. There's a reason why I'm the only person on the stage who can say these things. That's what it's going to take, not people who are licking his boots one time and now Monday morning quarterbacking and criticizing him when it's convenient.
So there's a few things to say about this. Number one, Vivek Ramaswamy and the rest of the crew up there have no chance at getting the Republican nod. So although everything Vivek is saying is true, and he's actually the only one up there who's bold enough to say it, I really believe the only reason he's doing this is because he in fact knows that Donald Trump is going to get the nomination, and I do think that he's going to be looking for a position. I don't think the position would be as high as vice president, although maybe, but definitely Vivek is the only one up there that Donald Trump would even consider bringing a part of his cabinet or appointing him as a position, a part of his administration. Now let's talk about some of the things that he shared. January 6th, an inside job. Absolutely. There's definitely something wrong. Everything smells wrong about it. Every video that I've showed you, if you haven't seen the videos, go into the archive, check them out. I have shared enough for any sane person to look at it and go, wow, at minimum, we need to investigate what was going on there. But it is certainly clear that this was more than just a bunch of MAGA Trump supporters out in the Capitol storming the thing. This was definitely coordinated, definitely planned. And Vivek is right. He's the only one up there that will say it. Now, of course, he talks about the 2016 and 2020 election, and those two were corrupt. 2016 because the illegal investigation into Trump happened even before the 2016 election, and it carried through his entire administration. We saw the deep state and evil all behind this thing the entire time. And then 2020, big tech and corruption stole that from Donald Trump as well. And the other big one that he talks about is the Great Replacement Theory. We are seeing that in action right now. Just look at the videos from Europe and from the United States of America. You are seeing these places swamped with populations from the Middle East and around the world. Those countries, especially Europe, are quickly turning into something else. So the Great Replacement Theory is not a theory. It's a fact. You're seeing populations in the Western world that are switching over to different groups of people. That what once was the population of majority is now becoming the population of minority. The entire culture, tradition, legal system, everything is switching around. In the United States, a little bit less so, but in the United States, it is happening as well. So although I don't think that Vivek has a chance of winning this thing, I do think he's trying to present his case and his resume to Donald Trump that, hey, I'm probably the only one that you could count on. So take a look at me, try to appoint me a position somewhere, maybe vice president. I know that's a little high, but maybe somewhere else. I definitely think that's going on, but it still takes a backbone to say the things that he was saying. What do you think about it? Leave your comments below. I'll catch you on the next video.